Good morning, everyone. What's good about it? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that it was Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope that you had a great weekend. My weekend would have been substantially better if Mike Tyson would have stomped Jake Paul's face into the mat. But, you know, we've been getting so many wins lately that eventually the course had to correct. And if we were going to sacrifice something, then I suppose that one is an acceptable loss. I mean, RFK Jr. has officially been named as HHS director, causing a bunch of people at FDA to just outright quit. Efficient. Doge continues to piss people off, even though it doesn't officially exist yet. This lady feeds the whole world's babies for a day, producing over 2,600 liters of breast milk. America is back. Make big mommy milkers great again. Rhinos like McConnell cling to last vestiges of power by throwing a tantrum about recess appointments. Brandon Herrera is in the lead for the ATF director's position, and the murder of Peanut the squirrel has been named as a prime example of government overreach by a sitting member of the Supreme Court of the United States, greenlighting Mark Longo to sue the piss out of anyone who is involved. But nothing tastes quite as good this morning as raving leftist lunatics going out and buying guns in mass because they're afraid of their government.
Never been. If you want to think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons.
Great idea, Joe. We should get right on that. Today's Monday morning monologue has been brought to you by Medical Gear Outfitters. They're my go-to source for all things medical, whether you're needing a bumps and bruises kit or you need legit medical equipment like tourniquets, chest seals, and all the like. They have all that stuff, including kits that are organized for specific applications, whether you need it in a car, whether you're concerned about car accidents, or you're considered about, I don't know, chopping your leg off with a chainsaw or something like that. I don't know. They even have one that is organized into a small Pelican case for those of you who are worried about rising floodwaters and things like that. Check them out at Medical Gear Outfitters, and they offer VSO subscribers a discount. You can find all that information over the affiliates page, and special thanks to Medical Gear Outfitters for making today's video possible. So if you go over on X, by the way, follow me on X. We have a great time over there. I post multiple times a day, and there's a whole new genre of content for you to uncover over there. But if you use it as a search engine and just put in something benign like buy a gun or, you know, something like that, you come up with a huge quantity of posts. And by and large, the vast majority of them are people freaking out about their government is going to come and oppress them and they need to resist the government. Now, you might say, well, Kurt, that's what you've been saying for the last, I don't know, several decades. And I would point out that there are several instances in the agencies that we talk about literally going and shooting people in the face in their homes. Okay, so yeah, I think that there are several documented cases, particularly like, the Brian Malinowski case where the head of an airport authority was literally murdered in his house at 6 o'clock in the morning right in front of his wife, who was then subsequently drug out of her house and cuffed in the front yard in her night clothes. No, that doesn't happen ever, right? So you're just making stuff up. So welcome to the party, lefties. I know that you've been asleep for a little while and you have been completely insulated from your government coming after you and perpetrating evils against you. But yeah, this is a legit thing that people should be concerned about, regardless of the side of the aisle that you sit on. You should always be concerned about your government doing bad things to you because that's what governments do. That's what the status quo has been since government was instituted among men. Governments oppress people. And that's why limited government is always the answer. Do we have government involved? The answer is, how do we reduce it? If the government is not involved, how do we prevent them from ever becoming involved? So yes, you should absolutely own a weapon to protect yourself against your government, regardless of where you sit on the political spectrum. What I find even greater than this hypocrisy to come home is the people in the corporate press that are now going out there and writing articles beseeching their readers to not engage in this behavior. It's almost like the bag went out the window. They absolutely completely lost all credibility when it comes to, I don't know, lying to the people who listen to them on a regular basis. And this has come home to roost. And the reason that they are really freaked out about this is, I'm telling you, if you're one of the people that read this kind of trash, is they don't actually care about your well-being, whether or not you might mishandle the firearm or anything like that. They're concerned that as your ownership of those things go up, and you become part of the gun-owning demographic, that you'll start to see through more of the lies that they have been perpetuating for decades. And when it comes to the debate about gun control versus freedom and personal responsibility and stuff like that, they know that by and large, you're going to get redshifted. Whenever we see incidents like this, major political turmoil, like the remember when people were literally fighting each other over toilet paper in the stores? A whole bunch of people went out and bought guns because the psychosis that existed in the grocery store, it's not a leap to believe that, oh, well, wait a minute, if things get just a little bit worse, maybe people might follow me home and try to take my stuff there too. Emotion, when it comes to a race that has been spooled up to be something that it probably is not, because remember, Donald Trump was president of the United States for 4 years. But some of the regulatory apparatus that has been weaponized against various political people as well as the American people, remember who's been in control of the government for the vast majority of the last 2 decades. And I will point out to you that those are the people that you should be really concerned about, and the people who have put these mechanisms in place to use against you. So welcome to the gun community. And that's all I got for you guys here today on the VSO Gun Channel. Hopefully we'll see you on another one here pretty soon, provided that we don't get censored. Bye. Freedom isn't free. You have to defend it. Welcome to the party.